India is going to be a different challenge again.
Australia is a side that play with a lot of passion.
We're going to have to put pressure on the Indian team from ball one.
I back myself to go out there and win the game.
Australia will be a showdown against India. Well, welcome everybody. It is a beautiful evening here in Mohali, and this is the matchup of the tournament so far. India taking on Pakistan, say Australia. And Australia have won the toss and elected to bat first. It is a blockbuster, a knockout match. Australia taking on India, and we are set to go. Ashish Nehra to Khawaja. Pulls it away, and what a start for Australia. It goes all the way to the boundary.
Well, he does play that shot well. We've seen him throughout the tournament. Slightly short of length, and he quickly transfers his weight onto the back foot, and there it is. Just transferring the weight and pulling it from outside the off stump. Short ball from there. I didn't quite get up as much as he probably wanted. So very good start this for Australia.
No change in the field. Fine leg still back, and a man just in front of square on the ring. A dabble outside the off stump.
Good comeback, very good comeback this from Nehra. And that's where experience comes in handy. He's been hit for a boundary of the first ball, but look at that next one, around the off stump on a length, leaving the batsman just that little bit.
Well, he's a seasoned campaigner, nearly 37 years of age. He's had his fair share of injuries, Ashish Nehra. 1 for 20 against New Zealand off his 3. 1 for 20 off his 4 overs against Pakistan, and 1 for 29 against Bangladesh. Well, it's a good delivery, shaping away from the left-handed Khawaja.
Yes, beautiful delivery this. Little change when he's released the ball, but it starts to move after pitching. There it is, starting to move after pitching, so not much that the batsman can do excepting feel for it. Lucky that the ball moved just that little bit too much.
Well, he likes to hang on the back foot, Usman Khawaja, and that's the perfect length from Ashish Nehra. A little bit of swing out there this evening, and a little bit of grass on the pitch, just assisting the bowler. And this one's cut when fielded.
India's got an outstanding fielding unit. Ravindra Jadeja at Jonty's corner. Then there is Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya. It's an outstanding fielding unit.
Yeah, an evening game. It was just allowing a little bit of swing around out there for the bowlers. It may swing for the first 3 or 4 overs. Pitched up. No foot movement there from Khawaja.
Yes, looking to play on the up. Australia played on this ground a couple of days ago against Pakistan. Not quite getting the bounce that he wants. Dhoni collecting it almost on the second bounce.
Yeah, not going forward or back, Usman Khawaja. We saw a couple of deliveries keep low in the women's game. Interesting to see how it plays tonight. Last ball of the first over. Oh, it's another good delivery. Beaten outside the off stump. Full with that loss.
Well, top class delivery this from Ashish Nehra. What a comeback. First ball hit for a boundary, and then look at that. Perfect length and curving away from the left-hander. And there it is. He's been squared totally.
Jasper Bumrah will open up from the other end. Economy rate very good at 6.25. Aaron Finch take his first ball. He's down the wicket early and quickly off the mark. A shot at the bowler's end. It must have been close.
Very, very close. Every batsman's anxious to get off the mark, but this was very, very close. I think he might have made it, but he's another fine fielder, Hardik Pandya.
Some good work at mid-on, but it was Aaron Finch walking down the wicket that gave him a bit of a head start. Bumrah, just the 2 wickets in this tournament so far, one against New Zealand, one against Pakistan. What can he do tonight? Whip through the leg side from Usman Khawaja, who's very strong in that region, and that brings up his 2nd boundary.
Yes, he's very, very strong off his pads. Hits the ball square, generally in front of the square leg umpire. And that's what has happened again. He's got the leg ball and he knows that there is no protection there. He's had a go.
Well, he was aggressive against Pakistan. Usman Khawaja hit 3 4s and a 6 in his 21. He goes again, it's wide of mid-on. And that'll make its way to the boundary, so 2 in a row.
Well, I think Bumrah will have to look at his length, because that's a length that the Australians are looking for. Just 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle for the first 6 overs. So Khawaja is going to take his chances. And if he's going to bowl the length balls, then he's going to be taken for runs there. The lofted shot is always going to be on. Dhoni now moving his fielders around. He's got an extra man on the onside, taking the slip out and put him to mid-wicket.
Around the wicket. Now Bumrah. Goes again, Khawaja, and he gets another boundary. This is becoming a big over for Australia, 3 in a row.
Well, he's got such a good Yorker. He's got to look to bowl that much, much fuller. This is on the length, and he likes to play that shot. He looks to take everything to the onside, and he's been successful. 3 back-to-back 4s.
MS Dhoni making another change, 2 out on the leg side in the deep, no one out on the offside. Usman Khawaja summing up the situation, thinks this wicket is pretty good to bat on early on and they want to cash in on the power play. He's 16 from 9 with 4 4s. And a rare dot ball.
Well, 3 back-to-back 4s. This is the first one. The lofted shot over mid-wicket. Then the lofted one over mid-on, and now played along the ground towards square leg. So he does favour the onside.
No cutters from Bumrah. That could be the option. Last ball of this over. And runs it down through the 3rd man with no one out. It's another boundary. Big over for Australia. 17 from it, 21 without loss.
Oh, this is a fine shot. He knew that there was no 3rd man in position. He played 3 lofted shots, now just guiding the ball in that gap between short 3rd man and backward point. Very nicely done, elegantly done. It's a big over. 17 from that over.
Off to a flyer, Australia, unchanged. Warner at 3 and Smith at 4 and Maxwell at 5 at this stage. It may change. Oh, that was close to the leg stump. Aaron Finch walking down the wicket to Ashish Nehra. There wasn't much in it.
Yes, trying to move to the onside. Yes, you can see the ball's on top of the leg stump. And maybe that's the reason why Kumar Dharmasena didn't call it a wide. And wasn't too far away from the top of the leg stump either.
Well, Aaron Finch, he's only faced 2 deliveries. He's walked down the wicket to both of them. It's been Khawaja at the other end. He's 20. He's hit 5 4s. That's wide and in the gap. Flaying it away, Aaron Finch, and that'll bring up his first boundary.
Well, given a bit of room outside the off stump from Nehra, one of those rare deliveries where he's not been stump to stump. And Finch, but you can see he didn't quite get it off the middle of the bat, because it seemed to me as if it had come off the toe. Yes, it did come off the toe end of the bat. He's got a wry smile on his face, Ashish Nehra.
Well, he won't panic Ashish Nehra. He's too good for that. He's an experienced campaigner. He knows this is a good pitch. Slip comes out now. Goes into mid-wicket. Oh, it's an inside edge. Should be a single. And in the end, they get one.
Yes, I think Aaron Finch thought that the ball had lodged in the wicket-keeper's gloves. Or maybe he was still thinking about it. They're suggesting that the ball is keeping low inside edge, and he thinks that it might have gone to Dhoni, but Dhoni has misfielded it. Never easy for the wicket-keeper when it's an inside edge.
Well, Aaron Finch just indicating there that this wicket is keeping a little bit low. He did that the other night against Pakistan, and he hung back and got bowled. So I'm hoping that he will sum this up and Khawaja will start to move down the wicket, move forward out of the crease. And he does, and he's down, and he's through the leg side. 6 fours now for Usman Khawaja.
Well, he just believes in scoring in boundaries because he's 24 and he's got all of them in boundaries. Oh, inside edge going between the pads. That is lucky.
Well, you know you're in good form when you're hitting boundaries between your legs. It's annoying for the bowler. Ashish Nehra, 9 off this over so far. Well, Ashish Nehra, he's taken 3 wickets in this tournament. And this is in 2016 for all T20s. You can see there, the short delivery has been the bonus one for Ashish Nehra. That's what's helped him. That's what's made him an effective bowler for India. On this pitch, though, bowling short, it just seems to sit up. It's through the leg side. He's got protection. Another good over for Australia. 10 from it, 31 with that loss. Well, it's a forced bowling change for MS Dhoni. Ravi Ashwin is the go-to bowler for MS Dhoni. So an opportunity to see if there's any spin in this pitch. So MS Dhoni making the change. And Ravi Ashwin will come into the bowling lineup. 2 for 20 against Bangladesh in his last game.
I think it's a good move. Good move because he's slowing the pace off the surface for the batsman. Both Nehra and Bumrah bowling at medium pace, just the right kind of speed off the pitch for the batsmen. They could throw their bats around. Field restrictions for 6 overs, so they can take their chances. So very good start this for the Australians, scoring at more than 10 runs an over.
Gives himself some room, Aaron Finch. Well, Usman Khawaja's got Australia off to a fly. That was the first boundary. And pulled through the leg side. He's very strong on the leg side, Usman Khawaja. He's hit 6 fours. Finch goes for it. Way over mid-on, and that's the first one of the night.
Well, he's a powerful player. Leg ball again. He's looked to hit it with the turn. And so confident that despite the fielder being there at long on, right on the boundary, it's gone way over him.
And he goes again, this time a little bit wide and mid-on, won't get it. It was close, but it's back-to-back sixes.
Taking his chance. While the field restrictions are on, he'll try and hit just about every delivery like that. Well, BJ, I dare say, even if you were on that field, it would have been difficult.
Well, you talk about the field restrictions. Well, it doesn't matter. If you're hitting them like that, It doesn't matter if they're all on the fence. So, change in the field now. Mid-on comes up. That's where he's hit both sixes. And he's got a deep mid-wicket and a deep backward square. So you'd have to think he's going to be bowling full and at the leg stump. Well, that's buys, and it doesn't beat, it does. It bounces over the hand. This could be 4 wides. It's into the rope.
That's 4 wides plus 1. That is 5 runs. Well, trying to bowl the carom ball, the flicker, but way outside the leg stump. The idea is to try and cramp him for room. Hasn't quite worked.
And again, did he get something on? It's another wide. Well, that's the 50 up for Australia. We're only into the 4th over. Very difficult line to bowl. And Finch just clips it. He looks for 2. And some good running from Australia. They get it.
Yes, very good. As soon as he put it away and saw where the fielder was, he ran the first and fast. Khawaja responded brilliantly. So the Australians are looking to make every ball count for something.
No change in the field. Still 2 back out on the leg side. Mid-wicket, fine leg. And that time it's just a single. It's a big over for Australia. 22 from it, 53 without loss. Ashish Nehra will continue. Brett Lee's jumped in the seat alongside me. No wicket for 14. Those figures look all right. Chipped up in the air. It's going to go over mid-on. Just a bit of luck for Aaron Finch.
And Suresh Raina, you just feel there that he's anticipating, he's running in with the bowler, and a little chip and chase there from Aaron Finch. He's had a back pedal really quickly there, and it would have just fallen just inside the 30-yard circle. A chance, but gee, it's been a good start, and you can tell BJ with the intent from the Australians straight up. They've come out and they're on fire. 54 for none.
Second fastest 50 in T20 cricket for Australia. Clipped and out. First wicket for India. And boy, did they need that.
Listen to the crowd. It's a sea of blue. And they're all up. Every single person in the stadium are up because the danger man, Usman Khawaja, departs. Only faced 16 balls. 26. He's done his job though. Australia off to a flyer. It's 54 for 1.
Well, he squeezed that out. Usman Khawaja. It was a full delivery. He went for it. And what a good catch from MS Dhoni. It flew to him quickly and high into his left. And he made no mistake.
Beautiful healthy edge there. And a great catch there by Dhoni. Just a little hint of shape there from Ashish Nehra. He's bowled well. And what he's done tonight is he's got the seam up straight. And he's positioned the ball beautifully. Swinging away. A little bit of inconsistent bounce. And that brings a danger man in. David Warner comes to the crease.
So David Warner coming in at number 3 as he did in the last game. 9 against Pakistan. What a comeback from India. Ashish Nehra picking up Usman Khawaja. He went the fuller delivery and he got his reward. And David Warner in at number 3. Shot at the bowler's end. And a good comeback this from India. We'll have a look at the wicket. It was a good catch from MS Dhoni. It flew high into his left.
And just a fuller length too. Yeah, beautiful catch by Dhoni. He moved his feet well there, and that he's taken it 2 hands. And that's flown off the stick. Usman Khawaja is looking to go downtown. He's devastated. He's disappointed with that. Geez, you can feel the energy up here, can't you?
Well, they needed it, India. There's another good delivery from Nehra. He's just the experienced campaigner, Ashish Nehra. He hasn't panicked, hasn't changed his field. He's got that ball shaping just a little bit, and he's backing his ability.
He's on the verge of turning 37 too, so he's certainly no youngster out there. He's an experienced campaigner. He's been around a long, long time. Been in the wilderness for a while with a couple of injuries, had ankle problems, groin problems. Here he is in a World Cup T20. He's doing the business.
And mid-on goes back. It's a good over so far. It's just a flyer from Australia. Khawaja, 26 from 16.
So 2 runs off this over so far. Last ball, and he wanted to close it out for his captain Dhoni. This is probably his most important ball of the game, this one.
Well, that's a good over from Ashish Nehra. 5 completed, 55 for 1. Oh, that's close. They've gone for a shout. They looked a little high. Just skidded on. Might even have been inside edge. No, a leg by.
It did skid on, and it's doing that this week. It's a little bit of inconsistent bounce. It's a bit more pace than what people first think, and he's skidding it through. David Warner, once again, as we saw last game, got caught in the crease. Got beaten with pace last game. He's yet to fire in this tournament, David Warner. He's been changed around a fair bit. He's slowly making his way up to the opening position. Aaron Finch, 22 of just 12 balls faced.
Doesn't get through. Well, the players have often said that an afternoon or an evening game here, the ball skids on a bit more. The afternoon game against Pakistan, it just held back a bit.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of dew here, and the times I've played IPL here, you get a fraction of dew, but it's not like other places around India. But yeah, it definitely skids off under lights, that's for sure.
Don't forget, download the official ICC app, get online and tell us who you think will make the semi-final. That doesn't get through as well. The winner tonight will take on the West Indies in Mumbai. It's 2 big shots from Aaron Finch that have gone to the field. You just tend to think into the power play. 3 balls left in the power play. Will he try and go aerial? Yeah, over the top. Is that what he's thinking? Side edge. This is a good oval so far from Bumrah. Well, Aaron Finch, 23 from 15. 1 4 and 2 big sixes.
Yeah, he's coming to attack straight away, and the first one came out of the middle of the bat. His second 6 wasn't as convincing. It just went over. But good intent. And his intentions are right. Aaron Finch, he wants to prove to everyone. There's a reason why he's ranked number 1.
Only playing his 2nd game of the tournament, Aaron Finch.
He's quite slippery, isn't he, Bumrah? It's only 138 Ks, but he varies his pace. He can get up to about 145. It's that awkward action. The front arm is null and void. What a better word. It doesn't really get up any high. He doesn't get any power from that front arm until he completes his action. He's quite skiddy. 19 off his 1.5 overs so far. He'll be loving to get a wicket here.
Just 3 off the over so far in a good one, and he finished it. Have to hurry. Oh, he's very quick between the wickets, Aaron Finch. 4 off the over, 59 for 1. Oh, that's a good placement from Aaron Finch. What about the power?
That's a great shot. You can see him trying the ball as hard as he wants, but just off the back foot there, just absolute timing. Off the middle of the stick, that's 4.
Well, it was a hush from the crowd, wasn't it? And the man in the deep. Ashwin thought that the deep point was easily picked that up, but it's very, very quick outfield here in Mohali.
The crowd's always a good indication how India are going. As you mentioned, BJ, that there's a hush around the crowd, and it's exactly what happens here. If they're not doing well, or they're under the pump, they go quiet. But as soon as they get a wicket, as we saw, they're up again. Saw Kohli the other night. Get the crowd involved.
Oh, this should be out, and it is. Beautiful bowling from Ashwin. Didn't he need that? It pitched, it spun, and it's beaten David Warner.
Well, there's the noise, and that's what India were hoping for. The big man, David Warner. So fails to get another big score for Australia, departs for 6. 72 for 2.
Stephen Smith coming off a 61 off 43 against Pakistan. In at number 4, Ashwin's got his first one. And he's away, Stephen Smith. Good over from Ashwin. 8 gone, 73 for 2.
Yes, the finger goes up. The batsman still holding his ground. Marai Erasmus raising the finger, and it's Steve Smith walking back. And isn't the crowd happy? Shaking his head as well as he's walking back. Yuvraj Singh has struck with his first ball of the tournament. So Slats, tell me, what's your guess now? Maxwell, orthodox cricket, or the typical Maxwell kind of batting?
Well, I think it's dictated now. The terms are dictated that he needs to bat in some sort of orthodox way. He needs to start to get a partnership going with Finch. That doesn't mean he doesn't play that bigger stroke. As we look at Steve Smith, he's on the back foot. It was a nothing delivery. He shook his head the whole way off. I'm not sure that he has touched this. So there's the path as it goes past the bat. Are we going to see a line jut up? I don't think we see too much of a change in that line, do we? It certainly was a big appeal from Dhoni. He thought he heard something. There was no deviation. There's a lot of crowd noise, and there's a no ball and a free hit. That's a bonus. So Maxwell's on strike, and tell you what you're going to get from Maxwell now. He's going to try and hit it as far as he can.
We love freebies, don't we?
Where were they 15, 20 years ago?
Maybe we would have picked a single and gone to the other end. Here we go, Yuvraj Singh. He's got 3 men deep on the leg side. It's a big ground here at Mohali. And so often this happens. Just can't get those big shots on the free hits. Most of the time you see this happen.
Yeah, and I think that's a Maxwell thing. Sometimes when he goes to hit over hard, he doesn't quite collect it. He's the sort of big hitter when he can just peel it back slightly, but a massive role for him tonight. Finch's role. It grows with every wicket that falls. Because he's out there and because he's going, Finch needs to bat for longer.
Yeah, you said that there was no sound, but there was some movement, wasn't there? It wasn't a flat line when the ball passed the outside edge. So Steve Smith really unhappy with the decision. Call wide. Big appeal from Dhoni. Let's have a look at that dismissal again. Here's another important factor in this game, the pitch. Whether the coolness of the night, a little bit of moisture in the air, who knows whether it will get easier to bat for India later on, or will it continue to gets slower and slower, then they'll have to reassess the target, because the start was so good. Might get a couple of runs here. It's a big ground, it's not the Wankhede Stadium. So just because of the start that Australia got, you might be fooled into thinking that this is a 190-200 pitch. We don't know that yet, whether it's that kind of a surface.
Yeah, maybe a little drier than it was 2 days ago, Sanjay, and that was a 192 pitch. But we'll see what it does a little bit later. That was a 3 o'clock start 2 days ago, so we've got the evening start, and that's different as well.
Hasn't quite hit it as well as you would like. He's tapped that over to his partner. Well done.
Yeah, that's brilliant in the field. Raina, the man, absolutely brilliant. And that's what you'd like to see. That's very much 2020, isn't it? And this is where fielding has changed, and they take it into all forms. But look at that. Perfect teamwork.
Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Didn't sound sweet, but still plenty of power in that Finch shot. He's moved on to 43 now.
100 up for Australia. Pandya, one short ball too many. Finch was waiting for it, toe end of the bat, but smashes it away for 4. They needed a boundary, they've got a boundary. 100 up.
The second time he's got a boundary from the toe end of the bat. Field doesn't change. Last ball for Pandya. The shot again, and this could be out. Shikhar Dhawan is coming under it, takes the catch. India have got another wicket. As the set batsman who's walking back. The 100 comes up, but the 4th wicket as well comes up.
Brave ball to be pulled, the previous ball for 4 and then go again. Toe end of the bat, then the splice of the bat. Finch has gone for 43, 100 for 4. Banged into the surface again, seam up this time. Finch probably trying to hit it for 6. He didn't middle it, and Dhawan, the Iceman, was underneath it. Cool as you like. He was not dropping that.
And well inside the boundary rope, so no real tension about the boundary line being right behind him. He's batting brilliantly. Shane Watson is the man in form for Australia. Surprise wicket for India. Ashwin is back. Oh no, he's not back. Twice he's been asked to take the cap back from the umpire. Yuvraj Singh will bowl his 3rd over.
Yeah, Watson at the non-strikers, and maybe that was just because they got the wicket and Dhoni felt, I'll get through another over of Yuvraj. He'd be surprised if Maxwell went hard while Watson hasn't faced. Watson might take an over to get in, and Dhoni just feels I can get through another over of my 6th bowler just to buy me time at the end.
Pandya now in his 3rd over. They're struggling to get timing right because of the pace in the pitch.
Well, the moment the pace has come off, whether it be spin or whether it be Pandya just dropping his pace down, the Australians have struggled. They love that ball coming onto the bat. That's why they went so hard in that power play.
Watson on strike. So wide. Face is coloured. They also paint the Indian flag on their faces as well. That's going to be 4. The 3 men down there on the leg side, but he manages to pierce the gap.
Always been very good at that shot, Shane Watson. He gets on that front foot early and he pulls off the front foot. Whether it be test matches, one day as T20, it's always been a great puller of the ball, and he knows he's going to get some from Pandya.
Field again not changing at all, so the tactic will remain the same. They'll keep bowling short.
Key as a batsman is not to try and hit it for 6. It's such a big boundary out there. That's what Finch tried to do. I think Watson just decided, I'll take a 4. Maxwell might think of the uppercut because 3rd man fine legs up. He's tried it a couple of times, but it's been too tight, too close to him.
So cheeky, Ashish Nehra, when Maxwell was looking behind to see where the short third was. He was much wider. Just as the bowler was about to run in, he went fine. He's almost first slip deep. Ashish Nehra in that circle. There he is. Stands a lot wider and then just comes in to his left. He's in his third over. Hardik Pandya, has he bowled a single ball up there? That's a very unusual pitch map. You won't see that kind of pitch map. See at least one or two balls bowled up as variation, but India have stuck with this short ball theory, which has worked really well. 20 runs. He's coming to the end of his third over. Pitches it up and it might carry. He just lost it for a while, Rohit Sharma. In the lights. That's 11 runs from the over. 114 for 4.
But it's dangerous on this pitch to try and hit him across the line. He's going to skid low. Occasional one will grip. Hit down the ground, hit over extra.
Yeah, just one ball has to do that. Just go against the angle and suddenly the batsman is thinking, oh, puff of dust as well coming out of that surface. Not tried too many things. Dhoni leg side field as well was similar to Yuvraj Singh. He went deep on the leg side, no one in the circle.
There's the two variations of Jadeja. One just holds, it's a little puff of dust, and you think, oh, he's bowling like an orthodox left arm spinner, and that one just keeps going on with the arm and skids onto you. It's the two deliveries he bowls, basically, challenging both edges of the bat.
Has he got a touch? It was hit so hard. He got a touch to it that was pretty quick from Jadeja.
I'm not sure he's asking. I'm not sure he touched it. No, missed it. Looks like Watson was out of his crease as well.
Surely made the appeal, Jadeja. This is the thing with Jadeja. They're very limited options to play shots. You can't play him over extra cover because you're worried about the ball that comes back in. Not an easy bowler to sweep as well.
He's a fabulous cricketer. In this form of the game, Jadeja, he really is. Came on when India were going around the park and bowled those 2 overs for 6. Hasn't got any wickets, doesn't do that. 2.3 overs for 8. That's how good he's been.
Two balls to go. Dhoni makes a change in the field on the offside. He's got the point actually to be on the boundary, and he's got two men very close at covers there. You see on the left of your screen. Will he get there? He won't. A sweep shot against Jadeja. Maxwell gets 4.
And good use of the wrists as well to get it fine of the man in the deep. On the angle, he just had a little flick of the wrist there. He knew exactly where the deep man was, but because he flicked it at the last millisecond, he got it finer for 4.
It's rare footage this of Glenn Maxwell. 21 of 24 balls. Is playing with responsibility. Well, I said it a bit too early. Has this gone all the way? It has. What a terrific shot that is.
Switch hit, got it on the full. What a shot that is. Incredible shot. I saw him do that in the first ball of a T20 game in England, playing for Yorkshire against Lancashire. First ball of the game, switch hit for the 6. He's back.
That's a great look here in Chandigarh. It is the Bindra Stadium. 129 for 4. 4 overs remaining for the Australians. And Maxwell now in full flight. It's Watson on strike. He's 7. He batted very well 2 days ago as well, Watson. He was a good finisher. But Maxwell, Sonny Gavaskar, is starting to really get himself going.
Yes, and he's going to be the danger man because he can play that reverse sweep, the switch hit. He can hit the ball to all corners of the ground. So he's the man India need to get out very, very quickly. Watson also can hit big. India have come back well after the initial onslaught of Khawaja and Finch.
There he goes again, Maxwell. So he gets that 6 away with the reverse hit, and now he wants to play it again. And the reason he's doing it is he's got 2 men up on that offside behind point. There is no third man. So he's always trying to expose that. When those 2 men are up, that's why he plays it. And he'll back himself.
He certainly will, because he's played that shot before and with good results. So no third man, no deep third man. He's trying to take advantage of that.
Ball's in. Bumrah is the destroyer, and Maxwell in full flight is no longer. And the crowd comes to life. They know the danger man is gone.
He is. Straight ball. Maxwell making some room to play. Misses, and Bumrah hits. But the umpire's checking if it's a no ball or what. I think he's got a little bit behind, so he's fine. And that'll mean that Maxwell will have to continue walking to the dressing room. He's gone for 31 of 28, 130 for 5.
Well, here it is. It's a good delivery. It's the off-cutter. And it just comes back in. It slows up. So it was the slowness of pace that deceived Maxwell. He thought it was a little quicker. He was through the shot. And it just flicks the outside of that off stump. You'll always see that emotion from Kohli. All the players are really happy because Maxwell's the guy that can keep it going at 10 runs and over and get Australia to that 165. James Faulkner, the new batter for Australia. Haven't really seen the best of him for some time. He got that name, the finisher, but he's due for a big finish to an innings.
Yes, India has seen him in the IPL. He's somebody who mainly hits towards the mid-wicket area, so they'll need to pack it. Bumrah is also bowling slow off cutters. Begins with a Yorker first up to Faulkner, but to Maxwell. He had bowled a slower delivery. And Maxwell going for the big hit. Misses it completely. And the ball just kisses the off bail. And that's a big blow. A huge one for India, because Maxwell was looking dangerous. And you can see from the smile on Bumrah's face and the emotion there from Virat Kohli. They know that it's a big wicket.
So now Watson, he needs to keep going. Try and be there at the end. He works it behind point, sets off for the single. He's sent back. Bumrah with that very stiff arm in the action. It's an unusual action, but he is an excellent bowler.
Well, look at where he's bowled. The slower deliveries have been around the good length area 100% of the time. He's mixed it up really well. When he was bowling at his usual pace in the first over, he was taken for boundaries by Khawaja, but he's come back really well.
And a long off, that'll finish the over. There are 3 remaining for Australia. And the total now, 132 for 5. Where do they need to be, Australia?
Difficult question to answer.
Well, I know you don't want them to get any more than now, but what they are now.
Yes, ideally 140 would be
yeah,
great.
That's right. But 160, score predictor saying 172, so there's an increase. And 172 is above 10 runs and over from here. So the prediction is there's going to be a mass acceleration in these last 2.5 overs.
Yes, 17 more deliveries left, so clearly the predictor is reckoning that somebody like a Faulkner, because he can play the big shot, might be able to connect, but he hasn't so far in this tournament. He hasn't really struck big, and he's got protection at mid-wicket and long on.
And let's not forget the early predictor was saying over 200. That was such a great start that the Australian openers got off to, that was where the predictor was saying. So India have done a very good job at pulling that back, and they've been able to do that through wickets and some good bowling as well. So this was 2 days ago. Watson was in full flight. This is the best form, and this was the first time he'd slid down the order. He was opening the batting until this day, where he batted in the middle of the order and played a great role.
Well, the low full toss this time, and Kohli quickly to the ball. Singles so far. Love you, Virat Kohli. Well, you're not the only one, I can assure you.
No, there's many, that's for sure. I couldn't believe the hotel. We're staying at the same hotel as both the sides, but the crowd that was in the foyer as the teams were leaving, it was quite something. Faulkner on strike. Dot ball.
Yes, it's like gold dust, the dot ball to a Faulkner. Again, the experience. Look at the slower delivery. Faulkner was expecting the quicker one. He's tried to bowl the cutter. Ashish Nehra.
Well, he's the senior player now, isn't he? He was in everything the other night against Bangladesh. Whenever there was a chat with MS Dhoni or any of the senior players, Nehra was in there. He was having a say. That's another good delivery. So another dot ball. 5 balls, only 3 runs. This is hurting the overall total for Australia.
And this is terrific from India and Nehra. He saw him move towards the offside and deliberately bowled that, because the batsman had moved across that wide line. It wasn't given as a wide, otherwise it would have been a wide, but that's clever, very clever of Ashish Nehra. He saw Faulkner. Faulkner made the initial movement, gave his game away.
Mark Waugh, the Australian selector, a little concerned, wants a good total. They're going for the single, and that's all it'll be. 18th over gone, and it's an excellent one. Only 4 from it. 136 for 5. A little bit of a delay. The fielder's getting in play. There's a buzz around this ground now. The crowd really sensing that their team, the team that they love, has done a really good job at pulling it back, making it easier in this run chase. Pressure's still on though. Bumrah continues, and that one will run away. That'll be a boundary. And you always know it's a boundary because there's a hush across the ground.
Well, he bowled it short, didn't he? There's no third man. You're giving the batsman ample time to decide where to hit, and there it is trying to bounce. There is no third man. All you need to do is get the placement right, which is exactly what Faulkner did. Pressure on Bumrah. Pressure on any bowler if his first ball goes for runs.
Yeah, well, that's the no-no. He can't afford to get short and wide with that field. He's got a deep cover. Long off, long on. And that goes to long on. Then he's got a forward square leg, or just slightly backward square leg, and deep mid-wicket is quite forward. So Watson, he's played all sorts of roles in this team. He's been one of our very good all-rounders, and this quite possibly could be his last international game, Sonny. If Australia get knocked out today, that's the end of his international career. And he wants to do something about it. He's got an opportunity to do something about it. A bit of a miss-hit, and there'll only be one.
Yes, that came at fair speed, almost 139 kilometers per hour. Looking to bowl the Yorker, went just a little bit higher, also because Watson was advancing down the pitch. So hitting it near the maker's name, didn't quite get enough. So 6 runs so far from the Bumrah over, 3 deliveries left.
A good stroke from Faulkner. Didn't get it quite straight enough or hard enough. There was a boundary there. If you can penetrate with pace down the ground, you can get it between those 2 fielders on the fence.
Yes, he does bowl the Yorker well, and that's what he's going to try and do. The first ball he bowled a little bit short, but now when he's come back to his best, which is bowling the Yorkers, He's conceded single, 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 single.
There's another miss hit. Now that's okay for India. They'll take singles. At this stage of the innings, they'll take singles every delivery. It's getting harder and harder for Australia to get to that 160. If that's some sort of a figure they're after now, they need to up the ante for the remaining over and a bit.
Yes, 1 ball left of the 19th over.
Well fielded. There's some brilliance. That had 4 written all over it. We've got 1 over remaining in this innings. It's 145 for 5.
This India's fielding's been top class. And there it is, hit really hard. And Rohit Sharma had to dive. Saved 3 runs for the team, and applause and appreciation there from the Indian fans.
So no fine leg, you've got no third man. So those 2 men behind point or up inside this circle. You've got deep point, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket as well. And that one is high. It's not long enough though, it is not long enough. So Faulkner fries in the deep.
Well, the low full toss working again. Virat Kohli doesn't miss them. Hardik Pandya has got yet another wicket. And this is also a big wicket. Faulkner has been known as the finisher, but this time he hasn't been able to do it. Got Kohli bowled Pandya for 10, 145 for 6.
Well, they practice this a lot, the range hitting. They'll go and have a net and then they go out and they'll practice hitting long balls and try and hit them into the stands. And that's exactly what he was setting himself up for. And nicely taken. Ravi Shastri extremely happy with what his team has done in terms of pulling it back.
Well, this is a terrific comeback. Peter Nevill coming into bat at number 8. Great comeback by India. Having seen the start that Usman, Khawaja and Finch had given. This is great work by India.
So Watson on strike. He'll do the same. He launches, and it's a swing and a miss. So it gets better for Pandya. He's got the wicket, and he's got a dot ball. And here's Faulkner again. So the first ball, just couldn't get hold of it off the bat. It went high enough, it just couldn't get the power. And nicely taken by that man, Kohli. Always sets you up for a good final over when you can get that wicket in the first delivery. Watson still trying to hit down the ground or over to the onside. Oh, that one will do too. An outside edge, runs away for 4.
Giving himself room, trying to look at the offside. There is a long off and a deep cover. He's looking to get that gap there and getting a bit of an edge. All these count. The third man just a little too square.
Well, absolutely nothing you can do about that. He went wide and just needed to get some sort of blade on it. So Watson moves to 17, 149 the total. It's hit hard, but straight to the man. There's the 150 for Australia. In the end, that 150 has been very hard fought. It looked like it was going to be a breeze at the outset. That power play, the opening 6 overs, they rocketed away and they were going at 10 runs and over, the Aussies. Really pushing hard to get to 200. But it just shows how many deliveries there are in 20 overs and how things can change. It's a good batting strip, but there is a slowness to it. We've seen a lot of slow balls. The spinners at times have turned the ball. Oh, that's clever. Pete Nevill using the crease, getting across the stumps. He's not known for his big hitting, so that was clever the way he got across the stumps. He goes early. just flicks it. Brilliant stuff. So one ball faced, he'll take that boundary. 154 the total. And one ball remaining in the innings. There he goes again, Ashish. He's in there all the time. He's got the advice. I don't think MS Dhoni would mind either, having a senior bowler up there at extra cover running across just to help the youngster out, who's done well. 2 for 30, very good figures. And take those 2 wickets. Fine leg is in play. Backward square has come up. So here it is, the last ball of the innings. And he's hit it beautifully. And it's out of here, a 6 to finish. So they will finish with 160, Australia. And we saw that the 6 yesterday for England was helpful. Could that 6 be helpful for Australia? 160 for 6. There it is, 161 runs for victory. The pressure will be on India. The pressure's on every catch being taken. Some run-outs for the Australians as well. And can't wait for that run chase very shortly.
Welcome back to Mohali, and it is crunch time. 3 semi-finalists, we know who will join them. If India get 161, it will be India. If Australia can protect 160, it will be Australia that travel to Mumbai to play the mighty West Indies.
Here we go.
Up and away off the first delivery. Such a fine touch player. He should enjoy these conditions. Both of these should. Just stroke the ball. You don't have to overhit it. Australia will have to vary their length. Some good ones there. Some good players. Can only sit and watch. A slip. Fine legs up. Away with a boundary. First ball to Dhawan is a boundary through the offside. Will they enjoy pace on the ball? You bet.
Well, we saw it in Australia. They're over there playing the 3 T20s. They played very well against Australia, winning all 3. Australia were changing their team up. They'd sent a couple of players over to New Zealand for a test series. But the fact was they enjoyed the pace. They really did play at their best, using the white ball just like that.
They've waited for a good pitch. They've got a good pitch. Now they're going to go and express themselves. India have won their last 5 T20s against Australia with shots like that. They've got the best finisher in world cricket to come. The best chaser in world cricket, Virat Kohli. There's plenty of firepower there. What can Australia throw at them?
I saw Shikhar at the hotel today. He was outside with his kids and his wife, and he was looking very relaxed. Very relaxed indeed.
It's coming onto that bat nicely, isn't it? Just a little punch. Might have a big follow through, but he's just a punchy player. There you go, the big back lift and then a little punch down the ground.
Yeah, but they're tough conditions, aren't they? Really, I mean, it's one of those where you want to make use of the new ball. That's why you've got Watson in at first slip, so you want to be able to try and swing the ball or nip the ball. I don't think there's going to be any nip whatsoever, but the other side of it is you want to get an old ball very quickly. You want the newness to go.
Good running, drop and run. Fielders had went back because the ball had been timed so sweetly. It's the wind predictor telling us, wow, 89%. Someone, some Indian down there doing the wind predictor.
Come on. That's not on. Give me a pen. Give me a marker pen. I'm just going to fill in that darker shade a bit further round. At least give us 45% chance.
Get down, Slats. Get down to the trucks and sort it. Can you throw in a curve ball and maybe open with spin? These two at times have struggled against spin in this tournament. Bit of Maxwell if the left-hander gets on strike, the big show.
No, I wouldn't be doing that. He's the only one you would. You wouldn't throw Zampa in there. I think you leave him till after 6. But Maxwell is really the only option. I don't think you'd be taking that risk.
Just the man with the golden arm. Maybe just any kind of thoughts of spin. India haven't played spin well. Opens the face, runs it down. So a decent start for India. 7 off that first over. Coulter-Nile under a little bit of pressure here. Debate of whether he would play today or not. None for 45 in the last game.
Yeah, well, some thought that he would have been replaced today by Hastings, but not to be. Hasn't played much domestic cricket all year. And many officials here. And the man in the maroon jacket is the governor of Punjab. Many from BCCI as well, so the top officials from BCCI, and you know you've got a serious game on hand, don't you?
Good start from Coulter-Nile. It is a pitch where you can bowl it into the surface a little bit because it does skid low. What you don't want to be doing is just throwing in those half volleys. There's been one half volley that's been dispatched for 4. So that's your length, really.
Yeah, that's a good area. He needs to stay there. I think they've asked a lot of this young, inexperienced bowling attack in this particular tournament. And they're hoping that they can lift tonight. Coulter-Nile coming back from injury. He's been out of most of the domestic stuff back in Australia. So selected on the hunch and selected because other bowlers are injured. I mean, the main fast bowler that has really missed is Stark. He's the best in the business in 2020 and one-day internationals, no doubt about it. He was the player of the tournament in the World Cup, 50-over World Cup last year. They really miss him.
Short ball pulled away, one bounce to Maxwell in the deep, and the bullet arm comes in straight over the top. Splice of the bat.
That's a good strike from Sharma. Just with that, you can see that pace is there for him to use it. Square of the wicket, so strong, particularly through that offside. Anything off the back foot through the offside.
Right hand, left hand combination. Coulter-Nile will have to be tight with his line with Dhawan. He loves width. Typical left-hander. He'll find width as well with his hands. It's a good line. As a captain, you're happy with that. You can set a field to it. Bowl straight, stump to stump, and the odd cutter. There he is, arguably the greatest chaser of all time. His stats chasing are quite remarkable. He's already done it in this tournament against Pakistan on a poor pitch in Calcutta.
Well, when he batted, it didn't look so poor. He was at another level, wasn't he? It was a remarkable innings.
Doesn't get it through, so a very good start from Coulter-Nile. Just 2 from that over, 9 for none. It's down. Big Hazelwood is down. It's a wide.
Yeah, the big fella. He took a dive. He's tripped up in the follow through. There he goes. There's the effort. But it was a wide. So at this stage, Australia were 21 for no loss. So the bonus for Australia, if they can get 1 or 2 wickets in this opening 6 overs, that slows India down. And before you know it, that ball is a little older and it gets harder to score. That's what they need to achieve. Just keep that blazing start. If they can just hold India back, they get off to the same racy start, then they're on track. There's no doubt about that. And they can just initial 6 overs. Just keep the run rate down.
Yeah, and it all's down to the bowlers, really. You can talk as much as you want, have as many plans, but basically bowl straight on this surface. Fine legs up, which is always a danger when you're asking them to bowl straight. Oh, great shot. Maxwell just picks it up from the crowd. First punch, Shikhar Dhawan.
You can't do much about that. That shot is all on length. He gets a slightly fuller delivery. He's an interesting player. Dhawan, he was hitting through the line. He got the length. It was slightly more leg side, and then just flicks it over the rope and into the crowd. That is a beauty.
That's why he's so dangerous. He can hit decent balls for 6. There wasn't a lot wrong with that ball. And he just dispatched it over Maxwell at square leg for 6. Then gets the single. Beautiful timing. Doesn't overhit, just holds his shape. Thank you very much.
He's good to watch. He's an unusual player. At times you think, oh, he doesn't look in. He can be just manoeuvring the ball around, and then out of the blue, he launches it.
So Coulter, because he was so good in the first over, gets another over. 1 over for 2. Sharma on strike. Pulled away. 1 bounce. 2 bounces for Sharma. Joins Dhawan in the boundary count.
Yeah, just watching him in his stance then, he was waiting for something of a length. If he got it, he was going to swing through it. Didn't matter whether it went down the ground or through mid-wicket. That is a power stroke, and that is trusting the surface with the pace and a consistent bounce.
And again, toe end of the bat this time. Just setting himself, you're right, Slatch. You can almost see that left leg just twitching. He's not trying to get on the front foot and drive it away. Just twitching to set himself to hit length over square leg and mid-wicket.
Yeah, the trouble with that first ball, when you get Hoyt to the onside, it really unsettles something like a Coulter. Where does the next length go? What do I try and do? Got to stop that. So, a player like Sharma, he's asking questions all the time.
Oh, good change. Excellent change. Brilliant evening in Mohali. The Indian fans are full of colour, full of emotion, full of passion, full of spirit.
Yeah, it's always dull, isn't it, when you come to a ground like this? It is fantastic. It's one of the great experiences I think you'll ever experience, is coming to India, coming to a game of cricket when India are playing. You forget, actually, the spirit of the game over here. I know in Australia we love cricket, but it is brilliant.
This is what I think they've got to do more of. Those sort of cutters sort of seem to sit in the pitch, don't they? I know it sounds obvious, lots of bowlers are doing it now, but you threw your shot early, that could have easily gone straight up in the air. Does go straight up in the air. Will it be taken? It's taken. Very good from Australia. Dhawan's gone.
Massive for Australia. It is massive. He's a danger man. And Dhawan gone for 13. 23 for 1.
Talking about all the passion, and they've silenced the crowd. It was the change-up. I don't think it was the cutter. It was a slightly quicker delivery. Maybe he was expecting the cutter. It nearly popped out of Khawaja's hands, but he grabs hold of it. Won't be on strike. Batsman crossed. Still won't be on strike. 24 for 1. Plenty of batting to come for India, but a few doubts after the first wicket goes down. Raina, Yuvraj, Dhoni, Pandya, Jadeja, Ashwin can bat, so plenty there. Whips it away with such style and grace. Why does he bother running? The moment it hits the middle of the bat, it's 4.
Hey, well, he's got a good bat, that's for sure. I know it's timing, but watch the way he just caresses, plays the ball very late, straight at the middle, rolls a wrist. It's 4 straight off the bat.
Australia will just have to drag him wider because that was off around about off stump. They actually see it differently. They're going to bowl with an extra man on the leg side. Sweeper goes back. But if anything to Kohli, you've got to sort of drag him 4th, 5th stump. Oh, hit away. Beautiful hands, beautiful wrists, beautiful batsman.
I'll tell you what, that's a great shot. Just slid off the outside face of the bat. All of a sudden, Josh Hazlewood, his figure's looking very good. Yeah, just turned his wrist there, guided edge through that backward point region and brought one man across and just didn't get the line right.
Australia make their first bowling change. Shane Watson. And a pretty good bowler, Shane Watson, in 20-over cricket, in all forms of the game, but is easier on his body, 20-over cricket. And he doesn't do anything special. He doesn't move the ball. He just subtle changes. Carries on bowling length. He's not someone that you see going Yorkers or too many bounces.
He holds his nerve, that's for sure. But he gives the batsman a real good look. You'll be able to see when he lines up here with his fingers. Gets his fingers in a really good position down the seam. Batsman gets a real clear look at what he's going to get.
I think also because he's a batsman, he has a bit of a gut feel about how the batsman's thinking. Sort of sense what's coming.
Well, whatever happens tonight, he's been an absolute champion for Australia. He's well loved by his teammates, that's for sure. He's been a fantastic captain throughout his career. He's been a great leader and certainly a guy that is loved around the dressing room. Shane Watson always puts everybody else first. He's sorely missed, that's for sure. And it's a good time too. Shane Watson, I think he's made the right call. Wants to go out on his terms and he's chosen to do that. And it's going to be a younger generation of bowlers and batsmen come through now. Australia's pretty blessed over the years. I guess guys in Shield cricket and domestic one-day and T20 competitions putting their hand up.
So India not going too hard in this power play. Rohit Sharma just settling in, 12 from 16 deliveries. So they have confidence in the pitch and obviously their own ability to play spin.
It's incredible to think 5.4 overs and the deficit's 20 runs difference.
Yeah, this was where the wheels started to come off for Australia though after Khawaja wicket.
Yeah, it did, that's for sure. They're around that 6-over mark, wasn't it?
Bowled him! He just knows what he's doing, Shane Watson. He has a gut feel about the batsman. And Australia have 2.
Well, come on, he screams. And that's a massive, massive wicket. Shane Watson in his first over gets a big, big wicket. Rohit Sharma departs, 37 for 2.
Just saw him charging, and this dragged his length back and rolled his fingers down the side of the ball, and it just skidded through. You beauty, Shane Watson. Appreciated by his teammates there, that is for certain. Number 4, Suresh Raina, comes out. This game is in the balance now. It really is. Chasing in a quarter-final. Pressure on. Can they deliver? Ranked 16th in the world. Usually plays in a slightly different role. Usually just tees off. How will he go here? Slip in. Has Watson got the pace to maybe just push Raina back? That's what most people do against Raina, especially the Aussies. Will he just stick with line and length? Good fielding. Very good over from Watson. 37 for 2, end of the power play.
That's the first 6 done, so Australia will pretty very happy with that. 37 runs gone in 6 overs. And that's the way it looks at the moment. Sharma bowled, 12, 17 balls face. Shikhar looked dangerous. Bowled to 13. Spiced by Coulter.
In the air. Good timing though. The outfield's quick. You're not catching up with that. Boundary to Raina.
At first it looked like it chipped it straight to cover, but he meant that, that's for sure. Just to watch the way here, he just chips it over. It was a slow ball, and that's raced off. Tell you what, this outfield is so quick, like a billiard table.
They push for 2. Excellent running. Very good running. Gets in comfortably. That's going to be the key here as well. It's not a ground like Mumbai where you can just tee off and hit boundaries. Here you're going to have to run hard and work for your runs.
Finch very deep on the rope there. Wasn't sure if James Faulkner had that covered. He's got a very powerful arm, Aaron Finch, on the fence. The reason why he's out there, but just wasn't quite sure whose ball it was.
What it does occasionally is then bring the fielders in, and then Raina may take the boundary option. Is it a glove on that? I think there is a glove on that. Given. Watson has another. Australia have 3.
Huge wicket there. Raina gone. And Watson's gone upstairs for a look. Gets a glove. And a nice catch there from Nevill. So Watson from the city, and he's struck again. 2 for 7 he has. 49 for 3.
You can bet if they bounce Raina, they're going to bounce Yuvi. That is for certain. At some stage, he'll know that. He's gone through that throughout his career. Very popular here in Mohali. Got a wicket with his first ball in this edition of World T20. Can he get the runs?
Short leg in place.
They've showed their hand early here, Australia. Short leg, 2 men out on the hook. It looks like a test match field in T20 cricket. And he's charged.
The Shane Watson's gone length, 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 and then short ball, and surprise Raina. Extra pace. Pulls down harder with his action, Watson. And it's gone through, taken the glove, and a nice catch here from Nevill. He's pretty excited, I would have thought. Very, very animated cricketer.
Still got a slip and a forward short leg. That's a good line to bowl for Yuvraj Singh. They'll get some runs though. Crowd love it. Whichever way the runs come. 6 runs for them.
Well, it's a great shot, and that's exactly where Yuvraj Singh wanted the ball to go. Knows this ground so well. Played here for Kings 11 Punjab in the IPL. It's flown off the bat. Usman Khawaja not get his hand on it.
Short leg stays, the slip stays, so they're really sending a strong message here to Yuvraj Singh. We're trying to get you out. What's happened to Yuvraj? He's seriously limping now. Really hobbled all the way to complete that run.
I don't know whether he's done his calf or his ankle. He's in a lot of trouble, though.
Looks in real pain. That was okay. Seems to have hit him on the pad. And that's the first step when he tries to sort of gain the strength to start running. Have a look at the atmosphere here. Yuvraj Singh clearly in pain, but he wants to continue batting. Those days are gone when you could have a runner. Australia won the toss, as you can see there. Elected to bat first. Let's not forget Neville's contribution right at the end of the innings there. 2 balls, he got 10 runs. That got them to 160. Well, this is an interesting move. Spin from both ends with Yuvraj Singh out there. Virat Kohli may not take too many chances. He wants to stay there till the end to keep India's hopes alive. He's been good, Adam Zampa, in this tournament. The umpires will go upstairs.
I think they're going to go upstairs and just see if his foot lifted a bit. What Dhoni did the other night. And he got that stumping.
Yes, yeah.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
if you could lure not out.
Everyone knows what's happened there.
Lure not out, please.
We're all getting excited here. And got in the middle of the umpire's conversation there. Talk about getting the timing wrong.
He's gone for the Clayton stumping. He had him, and I don't think that Peter Nevill thought he was a chance and then realised and it was too late.
Good start from the young leg spinner. 2 good balls to the left-hander. He's got a right-hander to bowl too. 3 fielders deep on the leg side. No one saving the single on the onside, so they want Virat Kohli to take that single.
Lovely bowling, mate.
Yeah, they're happy to concede that single. They'll build pressure on Yuvraj Singh.
And what a good opportunity here for Adam Zampa. Only fresh in the Australian colours. 23 years of age, and he's trying to bowl his team now to a World Cup semi-final.
Interesting name, Brett. Zampa.
There's been a bit of talk, the one that skids on might be renamed the Zampa. Sounds like a good ball, doesn't it?
You like Shikhar Dhawan as well as an attacking opening batsman. Shikhar Dhawan, good name to have. Yusuf Pathan, the big hitter. Zampa, the leg spinner.
Like a mesmerising name, is it? Zampa. He's good though, he's a confident young kid, that's for sure. Enjoys the challenge, he won't back down.
But like Warney, the way he starts off. He's almost carried, did that. 11 was gone at 68 for 3.
Great start there from Adam Zampa. Just 3 off the first over. Virat Kohli hit it powerfully back. The crowd catch. Straight into the wicket.
Required rate now 10.33. Spin from both ends. Maxwell to Yuvraj Singh, and once again the field on the leg side. 3 boundary riders. 1 fine leg inside the circle. 3 men saving the single on the offside. So 5 fielders, as you would expect, against Yuvraj Singh deep on the boundary.
What's the feeling in the Indian dugout right now? Is there a bit of panic setting in? Is there some messages to go out to try to get one person to go for it, or what's your thoughts?
I mean, ideally, Yuvraj Singh is the man to go for it, because Virat Kohli in a run chase like this, with not a massive target, they want him to bat till the end.
Catch it!
Has he timed this well enough? Yes, very well enough.
Well, Glenn Maxwell can't believe it, and the reason why he can't believe it was he was beaten in flight, and that just proves how good Virat Kohli is. Wasn't even close to the length, swings through off balance, just carries the fence.
It's amazing. You saw the bat turn in his hand, so he hadn't quite middled it. The weight going into the shot. So that's one calculated risk. And now he'll run the singles. He comes back for the second. Yuvraj Singh, well done. Oh, is that going to be close?
It's a great effort from Glenn Maxwell, but yeah, just his foot.
And Yuvraj seemed to have made it as well. Well done, Yuvraj Singh. Look at the effort the man has put in. We've got to feel for him. When he gets a chance, he just wants to walk the single. A real test today of Yuvraj Singh, the batsman, as well as the character of Yuvraj Singh. Is 12 of 11. Predictor is an Indian fan.
I'm glad you said that. It's not that up here, is it? Where's the thing? Is underneath the desk here somewhere?
There's the question for you. And go there to answer that question. That's 12 runs from the over. It's 80 for 3. Oh, that's a gift. And he accepts it gracefully, Yuvraj Singh. Nice, juicy, full toss. Will that get him going?
Well, I think that's what he's got to keep doing, Yuvraj. It was a rank full toss by Madam Zampa, and a rare one, but well put away by Yuvraj Singh. But I think that's what he's got to do. It'll release the pressure on Virat Kohli, and if he can't run twos, I think that's only his only option.
Where did it pitch? Clearly going on to hit the stumps from what we saw there, but where was it pitching?
Yeah, it might have been just pitching outside the leg stump. Certainly just skidded on a little bit more. Yeah, I think it pitched outside. Very, very close, and a good shout from Adam Zampa. But more importantly for India, gets Virat Kohli on strike.
Yeah, Kumar Dharmasena spotting that one. Will he get there? Well, it seems like he does, and he's claimed the catch. The umpires may want to have a look at it. Is Yuvraj walking? What is Virat Kohli telling the umpire? But I think they're convinced it's a clean catch, so Yuvraj Singh departs. What a catch that.
Right out the back of the hand from James Faulkner, and Yuvraj Singh just stopped the shot, didn't pick it up at all. Shane Watson made good ground and got to it with one hand. Look at that. It just stuck in the hand for Shane Watson.
Well done. Just at the right time, getting the back of his hand on the turf. So the running will not be an issue anymore. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain, in at 6. Yuvraj Singh, the last man, gone for 21.
Perfectly set up for MS Dhoni. And one of the good things with this situation is enough time. So often MS Dhoni would come in, there's like 2 or 3 overs left and he's got to go straight away. At the moment, he can get himself set. Kohli will be happy at the other end because he knows that he can at least get twos out there if they're there for the taking.
We've got 3 deep on the leg side. Maxwell has come in at mid-wicket on the leg side. And 3 inside the circle on the offside.
Just might shorten him up here a bit, I reckon, Shane Watson. He does like to bowl that bouncer early on to a batsman. Well, this is a good catch from Shane Watson. It's right out the back of the hand, the slow ball that we've been talking about, and Yuvraj didn't pick it up at all. And good ground there for Shane Watson. Look at that, just stuck in the right hand. Just enough.
You see the field for Dhoni. It's a very safe, orthodox field with Yuvraj Singh. He's found the gap. So touch and go for that fielder there on the leg side. Dhoni's first boundary.
Beautifully played from MS Dhoni. He just got the feeling that Watson was always going to bowl that delivery early on to him. He does like to test the batsman, but look at that, Dhoni picked that up early, rolled his wrist, and just got it in the gap.
Recent times in T20 internationals, he's played these little cameos towards the end of the innings to win matches for India. Oh, he's missed that on the offside. He was eyeing that area, over X to cover. Faulkner is the man inside the ring.
Little off cut of this from Josh Hazlewood, the first delivery. Watch him just run his fingers down the right side there and just take all the pace off it. I think he picked it, Virat Kohli. Just missed it. Yeah, that was it, the off spinner. He's got third man up and fine leg up, so you get the feeling that he's going to take all the pace off it nearly every time.
He's taken on the arm of Glenn Maxwell there. He had to lunge in just to make sure that there was no danger there. If there was a direct hit or the throw was very close to the stumps.
Beautiful running from Kohli. Have a look at him. He just knew straight away he wanted it. He turned out quickly. It was always going to be touch and go, and diving in. Desperation from Virat Kohli. He knows how much this means to him. You know, run rate now, it's getting up close to 12.5 and over.
Huge improvement area this for India, running between the wickets, the fitness levels, running those singles, converting them into twos. They'll come back for the second on this occasion as well. Pressure on the fielder, the fumble happens. The second one becomes that much easier. Aaron Finch, the fielder. The bottom hand of Virat Kohli gets a boundary. Nothing wrong with the ball. The field as well set for those kind of shots, but what a placement that was. Brilliant.
This is an unbelievable shot from Virat Kohli. Most people would think that that's just a run down the wicket and a slog through the leg side, but have a look at the placement and the power and the timing. It was a slower delivery, went down the wicket and he placed it. He rolled his wrists so well and got it wide of mid-on, and to get power on it as well. That is such a good shot. He was just so still when he hit it, right out of the middle of the bat.
Dhoni has a lot of energy to run those extra runs. He'll always respond to Virat Kohli's call. Potentially dangerous partnership this for Australia.
And the run rate's coming down too for India. Well, as you've been talking about, Virat Kohli's got an unbelievable record. He averages 109 when India win chasing in the last 16 innings. That is quite phenomenal.
They're going after Hazlewood. I think they know that this is his final over before the specialist will come in to take the pace off, make it even more difficult for the batsman. 10 runs so far from this over. And again, Virat Kohli will come back for the second. Excellent running, some great shots as well in that over. That's 12 runs from the over. 114 for 4.
That's how it looks. 47 from 24 balls remaining, so final 4 overs. No fine leg. And there's a dot ball, there's some gold. And just heaps more pressure. Required run rate is up over 12. So think of that. India need more than 12 and over to keep that under control.
So advancing down the pitch. Mahendra Singh Dhoni bowls it at speed. He bowled it at almost 140 kilometers per hour. The first ball of his final over of this game. India can't afford dot balls.
Well, Dhoni, he hits so well straight. You've got long on and then a man not far to his right. That's been hit so hard square that only the one. We saw those being two. Kohli sprints between the wickets and Dhoni is fresh, so he's coming with him.
Oh, there it is. He's hit it really well, really hard, but straight to that fielder there.
He swats that to the man in the deep. And 50 for Kohli. The 50 won't mean anything if India lose. He is brilliant in a run chase, but it's not over.
Oh, yes. So it should be called the one for the over. This is almost like a tennis forehand. Oh, what a lovely shot. Look at the way he's hit it along the ground.
That's good bowling, really good bowling. And should only be the one, it will be one. So this is terrific from Watson. Faulkner's off the field, so Agar's out there for Faulkner.
Well, he bowled so well against Pakistan the other day, took 5 wickets. So his overs will have to be completed. Now, whether he's gone off the field just for the over, we just need to see 2 overs that Faulkner has left. Who will bowl them? Zampa?
Yeah, and Coulter-Nile has got 1, so interesting to see how it gets finished. There's a shout, and it goes to the man behind point, the fine man. So it's a leg by and only 1, so that is more gold for Australia. The run rate keeps increasing. It's up over 13.5.
Well, he's giving it everything, isn't it, Shane Watson? He hasn't bowled all deliveries at this speed in his previous 3 overs. But here, in his final over, he's bowling 138, 139 kilometers per hour, trying to get the Yorker, trying to get the under the bat ball, and he's restricting the batsman.
This is a big finish. The third man in place. It's going to beat him, though. India needed that. They needed to finish with something. They do. 3 overs remaining. India need a further 39 runs.
Very welcome boundary that of the final over of Watson, the final ball that is bowled. Dhoni going for a big heave-ho, getting a thick edge. After bowling all those Yorkers, he bowls a length ball and he gets punished for a boundary.
Here we go, 3 overs remaining. That'll be hard to stop. It is so hard. It looks lush, but it's like concrete out there. Once the runs start flowing, try and stop them.
Bowled at 115, he'll bowl back of the hand stuff just about every delivery. And the Indians must be prepared for that. He's not going to bowl a quicker delivery, not on this surface. He's going to bowl the back of the hand stuff. Kohli was ready for it, this ball, and he slammed it away for a boundary. We saw him bowl all 6 deliveries against Pakistan the other day, all back of the hand, slower delivery.
The Australia would love to see the end of Kohli. Kohli, look at his face, his determination. He can play all the shots. Look at that one. He's not going to stop that either. This bloke is brilliant. And this is when he comes to life.
Well, that's the Indian women's team. They've stayed back to watch the men. And they're enjoying it, as is this huge crowd. That is a terrific shot. This one's bowled at his normal speed. And Kohli opening the face of the bat, chopping it down, running it away from that fielder at deep point. 8 runs of the first 2 deliveries. Ravi Shastri is happy as well. Run rate now down to 11.6. 31 of 16. So pretty much 2 runs a delivery. Flats.
And listen to the crowd. They're chanting Kohli. Kohli. He advances. He goes in the air. There is long off. He can only watch it go over his head. 4-4-6. He's unstoppable at the moment.
Magnificent stuff there. Going down the pitch. And with a straight bat. I love it. I love it. The straight bat, not a cross-batted shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot that. And over that fielder at long off, and he's happy. 14 runs. Virat, you got to carry on. take India into the semis.
Wow, this is something special. For so long he was just taking singles, working the ball around. He knows when to put the pedal down. And Faulkner, that shot, one of the replays, he was just watching the ball fly back over his head. So Smith, he's slowed him down. He's taken stock here, Faulkner. What can he produce? Kohli, that's all he needs to do after those first 3 shots. A comfortable 2, and he's in control.
He's in control. He's also given himself just that little bit of time to think. This is the first boundary, then through the covers, and then jumping up, and what a magnificent shot that. Kohli, Dhoni, 2 of the quickest runners in world cricket at the crease. They'll sense there's an opportunity for an extra run and they'll go for it. That's what India need.
So no fine leg, no third man. He's been going down the ground. He was flicking that, but it'll be 1 run. You just sense, Sonny, that he just eats this up, doesn't he? The pressure. He has been outstanding. He was working the ball around. It was a runner ball innings. Nothing too fancy, but then all of a sudden he's launched into overdrive.
Well, the important thing is that he didn't get upset when Yuvraj was at the crease and Yuvraj wasn't able to convert the 1s into 2s, take the extra run. So I think he kept his cool at that stage, knowing that he needs to stay there. Because once Mahendra Singh Dhoni comes, he will be able to get those extra runs. And we've seen that. These 2 have run like hairs between the wickets. This has been magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
So 17 so far. He wants 2. He's going to come back for 2. You can't take 2 there. Wow. That's 19 from the over. We've got 2 left. India need 20. All right, let's have a look at this field. So no third man, fine legs up. The men are deep, straight, and deep point, and playing a miss. That is a good delivery. That does make it harder. Every ball that doesn't go into the outfield, to the boundary, makes it harder.
Well, he's also bowling the slower delivery. Pretty much a knuckle ball. 111 kilometers per hour. He didn't try to bowl a leg cutter, didn't try to bowl an off cutter. I thought that could have been a knuckle ball. It just didn't come off the surface. They do not want to give the batsman anything that comes quickly off the surface.
What about that? It's away, it's 4. He slices them through the offside. He just opens the blade. He so understands where the fieldsmen are and where they're not.
Exactly. If he had played with a straight bat, it would have gone to the fielder at extra cover. So he's opened the face of the bat and he sliced it deliberately. 2 men inside the circle, behind the stumps. No deep third man. Very, very aware, very, very conscious where the fielders are. That's the hallmark of all great batsmen. You know exactly where the fielders are. Moving away because the music was still going from the PA system. Also giving himself just that little extra second or 2 to get his breath back. Made the bowler also run halfway down. That's also a pretty smart thing to do.
Here we go again. It wasn't a bad delivery, really. And that, oh, that is a poor delivery at this stage of the day. You cannot bowl there. He's overcompensated. You understand it. He's gone a little bit outside off stump and gets sliced away, so he thinks, I'll get a little bit tighter. I'll get a little bit more on the leg side, but not on the thigh guard when you haven't got someone deep.
Well, poor delivery or not, it still has to be put away. And Virat Kohli has done it in style, rolling the wrists, hitting the ball along the ground, not taking any chances. There is a deep square leg, but he knows that the fine leg is in the 30-yard circle.
That could be the game. That could be the game. If it wasn't the ball before, that might well just be the game. That is a classic. Over extra cover, and away she goes.
That is super fantabulous, that shot. Look at that. This is the first one. This is the second one. But please have a look at this one. Wow. Absolutely wow, wow, wow. That is a magnificent shot. Stepping down the pitch, converting it into the length ball that he wanted. 8 of 8.
Incredible. It's a runner ball now. It's a runner ball. They've got it back to a runner ball, India. They just don't need to do anything silly. You've got the game in the palm of your hand. You've worked so hard to get it here. Australia, they need to pull something very special out of the bag and hope that pressure might still help them win.
Yes, and Dhoni going and suggesting to him, just take it easy, young man. Dhoni, of course, a little more experienced than Virat Kohli. Suggesting to him, you can now do it in singles. You don't need the boundaries.
Was to the man, but hit too hard. That hurts Australia. That hurts them so much. But take a bow, Virat Kohli. You genius. 157 for 4.
Well, he bowls a half volley. If Dhoni said to Virat Kohli, let's look for singles, he didn't listen to him. Do the young listen to the old? I'm not too sure. And thank God they don't. 157 for 4 now. Look at that Indian dugout. Look at that Indian crowd.
You just have to take a bow to that man. He is something so special. And you've only got to look at the history and how he can guide his team in a run chase. It is a phenomenal record. And he has done it here again. India needing 4 from 6.
Yes, nobody has done it better than Virat Kohli in run chases. Nobody. India on the brink of entering the semi-finals thanks to that man on your monitor. What a magnificent innings this has been from him. Accelerating at just the right time, getting the boundaries at just the right time, and now knowing him, he'll be happy to stay at the non-strikers end and let his captain hit the winning run. Total team man, Virat Kohli.
Here we go, the final over. They need 4. Oh, you might as well hit it for 6. MS Dhoni, the skipper, has done it. India have made the semi-finals of the ICC World 2020. They have brought their best to Chandigarh. We haven't really seen their best game, and we knew today was going to be a special game, Sonny. These two always have a humdinger of a game. What a beauty we've witnessed.
Absolute beauty. Fantastic win that. Terrific. And it is the skipper doing it in style, as he invariably does. Finishing with a 6. You can see that Virat Kohli is just a touch emotional. He sank to his knees when that shot was hit by his skipper. Well, that is fantastic. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has finished in style. Now have a look at Virat Kohli. So emotional. He knew it was tough. Look at that. Sinking to his knees. He's done it, but he's left the finishing touch to his skipper. Look at the Indian dugout. Ravi Shastri delighted. The team director. Man of the match? I think he's the man of the tournament, not just man of the match. And look at Captain Cool walking away as if he's just had a net. Walking away as if, well, this was just another day in the park. Amazing, amazing, absolutely.
So 160 for 6. There was that feeling they were about 15 runs shy, that India were in trouble, but were able to get themselves back on track with a whirlwind finish. We're looking forward to the semi-finals. We thank you for watching the coverage tonight. It has been a cracking game. It has been a massive win for India. They're through to the semis. From everyone here, it's good night.